Hello, Stampers. How are you guys? It is Sunday, March 22nd. I am just going to set up my iPad so I can see if there's any comments. Just give me one moment. I always struggle with this. I don't know why. It just never seems to refresh for me. But here we go. Let's see, is it working? I see it, kinda, not really. Where are you? There we go. Now I can see. All right, so let me just put this off to the side. And we can get started. All right, so today we're going to use some of the foil paper. So I've been using this paper for a couple of videos. This is paper that is available for the next few days only, until the end of Sale A Bration or until it sells out, one or the other. So you don't want to wait if you are thinking about getting it, because it is while supplies last. So this is the Fancy Foils paper. I've shown it on my last two videos, so I'm not going to go through all of it, but you can see here that there's rose gold and silver foil, and there's different patterns that you can get. So there's the flowers here, the one that we're using today, some small flowers, really cute, love them, love them. And then these ones are perfect for coloring with your blends or with watercolors. Okay, so this is the paper that we're going to be using today. Ah, I just lost my card. Oh no. Yeah, so hopefully you guys are doing well. I know we're in really strange times right now. It's a little bit scary. It's more than a little bit scary. So I'm hoping that everybody is following what the authorities are saying, and that you're social isolating and that you're staying home. For some reason, my video isn't catching up with me. That's really strange. Let's see if I can get this reset. Just let me refresh my page. 1 second. Let's see if it's going to work now. There we go. Now it's working. It's a little strange because it's behind in time. Oh no, it's not started. I don't know. I'm having some technical difficulties here. Oh well, I'll keep going. I just hope that I'm in view and not off the screen, which is why most of the reason why I like to. Plus I can see if somebody's commenting and follow along with the comments, but for some reason it is not cooperating with me today. Could be because everybody's at home and on the internet. That could be also part of the problem. It's a little slow maybe, but anyway, I'll just keep going and hope that I'm in the middle, and that you guys, if I'm ignoring comments, it's because I can't see them, so I apologize. Hopefully something will start working on one of my computer or on my iPad here, and I'll be able to see if there's anybody commenting. So anyway, so strange times here in Ontario. We've been asked to socially isolate ourselves, stay home unless you absolutely have to go out, keep social distance from friends and neighbors, and just try and reduce the spread of the coronavirus. So that's what we're doing. We're staying home. So hopefully, while you guys are doing the same thing, you have found some inspiration and some time to spend in your craft room. Normally when you're out and about and running around to sporting events and everything, crafting and self-care and creativity, sometimes that goes to the wayside. So this is a great opportunity for us that do craft to get in our craft room and use some of our stuff, use some of the paper pumpkins up and that. It's also a great opportunity, and I was finding, during this week that it was was really hard to kind of get creative. It was, there's so much stress, so much worry. We don't know, it's so much uncertainty. We don't know what's going on. And then I thought, you know what? There's people that are going to work every day and risking their lives so that we can stay at home and keep our family safe. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to start making some thank you cards and send thank you cards, or for people that are self-isolating and can't get out, I'm going to start sending them some thinking of you cards and just something just to touch people and just reach out to people in a way that we don't normally do at this time because we're just way too busy. So that's I kind of decided, I'm going to start doing that. And once I decided that, I was able to start creating again. So it's been good. So anyway, we're going to make this card today. It is using the Sale A Bration paper together with something from the annual catalog, and that's the Best Catch suite. And here's the Best Catch stamp set here. So this is available in the annual catalog, and it does come with a set of dies, so we'll be using both of those today. It's also using a sentiment and text from a new one that will be in the new annual catalog that's coming up and is available to you to purchase as of March 1st as a pre-order. And that is the Ornate Thanks. So this is part of a whole suite that has 2 bundles in it. And I'm going to show you more in that suite in subsequent videos. I was going to do it today, but then I thought, you know what? I want to show you a thank you card. I was thinking about, it's very easy for us to make thank you cards for women, right? We have lots of flowers and lots of cute things, but it's a lot harder for men. I always struggle with masculine cards. And I know, a lot of men don't like fishing, but some do. So I thought we'd do this one. So this is what we're going to do today. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about too is if you're at home with young kids or teenagers and you're not sure what to do, paper pumpkin is a great way to spend some time with your family stamping. Everything you need comes in the box. It comes with the stamps. It comes with the ink. On your first purchase of the paper pumpkin subscription, you do get a block as well for stamping. So I'll just show you what a paper pumpkin is. And this you can order on my online store. It comes once a month in the mail, and it comes with everything that you need. So it even comes with glue dots, it comes with twine, it comes with your stamps, it comes with an ink spot, and it comes with directions. Okay, and look at how cute these cards are. So I made a couple following the instructions, and there's always alternatives, but how cute would this be just to send this to somebody in the mail, that's stuck at home, right? So here's another one. How fitting is this? No matter the weather, we're in this together. And I think we're all in this together, right? So let's hopefully you guys can see this. I'm not off the camera. And then here's the third one. You're capable of amazing things. I just love this month's kit. It is so cute. And there's so many possibilities. I'm going to be making some alternatives with this, so stay tuned for those. Okay, but there is paper pumpkin if you guys are already going stir crazy and you want to learn more about it, just let me know and I can give you all the details, okay? All right. Oh, I better move the envelopes before I lose those. So let's get started on this card. I'll just set this aside. So what do we need to make this card? We need a piece of crumb cake cut in half, okay? And this is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're gonna score that at 4.25. So I'll just bring in my trusty old scoring board here, and you do want to make sure that you score and don't cut. Our cutter has both, so We want the light one is the score, so I'm going to score it 4 1/4 and just fold that over, and this is our standard card base. Okay, so we need that. Let me move my cutter out of the way. We need a piece of mossy meadow, and this is, and I'll put all the measurements in my blog following this. I'll get it posted after the video. This is 4 by 5 1/4. So you don't need to write down the measurements. I will do them. Okay, this piece here is the DSP, so the designer specialty paper. And this measures at 3 3/4 by 5. And then we have a piece of Whisper White for the inside, and this is 4 by 5 1/4, and that goes on the inside of the card. We have a piece of Whisper White that I cut out a little bit before the video, and we are using the rectangle stitch dies for this. If you don't have these, you can just cut a normal rectangle. I just like the extra little stitching. But if you don't have it, no problem, just cut it out. And I'll put the measurements of this on my blog as well. And then we need some scrap white paper for stamping. Okay, which I have right here. And then we need a little bit, so with the Best Sketch dies, I cut out, and I cut out these using Mossy Meadow. So I need 2 of those, and I need a couple of these. So these are the top of the bulrushes. So I cut those out using Early Espresso. And all I didn't want to cut the whole thing because I just needed the tips. So I just ran this through on the edge of the paper and got the tips off. So I'll show you what I mean by that. It won't be with the right color, but so essentially all I did was take the die and set it up like this and run it through my machine. So only this much cut, so you're not wasting a whole bunch of paper, right? If you just need a little bit. And we'll be using that a little bit later to decorate the inside. And then I cut out 3 little fishies. Aren't they cute? And those are using the dies here as well, and that's in Crumb Cake. All right. So the other thing that you're going to need is a sponge brayer, and I'm going to show you how we put the color on this paper here using our brayer. So I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. Hi guys, I can't see who's joining me, unfortunately. Can't see the comments, but do leave a comment if you are watching, and let me know how you're doing, and hopefully everybody is well. And hopefully everybody is safe. All right, so all I'm doing is taking my sponge brayer. This is stained. It's actually clean. Actually, no, it's not clean now because I just put ink on it. But it was clean before now. All I'm doing is just going across in the same direction and just picking up some ink. Okay, that's all you do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start off the paper. I'm not going to press heavily. I'm going to move these so I don't ink that up. I'm just going to start off the paper, and then I'm just going to come on, and I'm just going to go all the way down. You're going to see it's going to create kind of like an ombre effect. So it'll be darker at this end, and it'll go lighter down as we go. So you just keep going, and you just keep adding until you've added all the color that you want, until you're happy with the color. All right. So Michelle, I can see that you're here. How are you doing? Miss you, girl. I can't see any comments though, unfortunately, but here, let me see. Maybe it'll work if oh no. Oh, there we go. Hi, Martin. How are you? I keep pronouncing your name wrong. It's Martine, I hope. Am I saying that right, Martine? Just came back from a great and beautiful walk. Oh, that's awesome that you're outside and enjoying the weather. It is sunny here. It's very cold though, but it is sunny and beautiful. No complaining. Yeah. it is nice to get outside, and it's funny, you see everybody walking, lots more people out on the streets now walking, but keeping their distance, which is good. Exactly what we're supposed to be doing. All right, so all we do is keep applying it until we're happy. I think that looks good. Okay, and then all you want to do is just take a dry cloth or paper towel if you have any. It's a hard commodity to get to these days. Not as hard as toilet paper, but paper towel is going too. I just hope they're not flushing it, because that will not be good for the system. All right, so all we're going to do then is any ink that's on the rose gold foil will stick there. And so you want to give it a good wipe so that you don't end up with this on your fingers, which, right, see, I already have. So how much do you want to bet? I get finger marks all over my card. So you want to give it a wipe before you get your finger marks all over it. And there you go. So it is still cool out there too, right? -2. Well, we can't complain. At least it's sunny. It's sunny. It's not snowing. All is good. All right. So here we go. So that piece is done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this. Now I pre-cut this. You wouldn't need to necessarily pre-cut it. You could do your stamping first and then cut it. And that way it's a lot easier for you to line up. Hopefully I will be able to, without putting my head in the way, line this up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our embossing buddy and we're just going to give it a run over with our embossing buddy. And what this does is it makes sure that when we do our heat embossing, that it's not sticking where we don't want it to stick. We only want it to stick where we have our versamark, which of course, sorry, I just hit you guys. Sorry about that. Oh, mossy meadow. Yes, it is mossy meadow. Sorry, did I say something different? My head is a little bit foggy at the moment. I'm crossing my fingers that I'm not getting sick. So I apologize if I said something other than mossy meadow there. Thank you, Sandy. All right, so versamark. So I have taken the stamps already, and and how I do, I'll show you how I do it. I did it before camera, so I don't have to put my head across. But when I'm lining up these skinny ones that are easy to not have in a straight line, like it's very easy not to have this straight. So what I would do is I would stick it down and use my grid paper to line it up. And then I just bring my block, this isn't the right block, but I just bring my block straight down on it and pick it up, and that way it's straight. Okay, so I've done this before the video because I didn't want to have to stick my head in the way to get over top of it to line it up straight. So hopefully we are straight. All right, so we're going to ink up with versamark. Now the foil on this paper is actually rose gold, and we don't have any rose gold embossing powder, but the copper is you can't tell the difference. So copper works. So hopefully I can line this up without my head in the way. And we just want to come straight down. So I put versamark on and straight up. Oh, and that did not work. That's interesting. You guys probably can't see that, but I'm missing a whole bunch in there. So I'm just going to turn that over and re-ink this up. Sometimes with a big stamp, you got to make sure that you push down everywhere, and I didn't. So that lesson learned from me. All right, so let's line that up again. Hopefully, I can't tell if that's in the center. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it's in the center. Okay, now I'm going to push down. I'm not going to rock it. I'm just pushing straight down. If you rock it, then it might get blurry. Let's just hope that worked. Yeah, that's much better. All right, so we'll put that off to the side. And I'm going to bring in my embossing powder. Okay, and stick it down. Okay, you want to be careful not to stick your fingers where you want your ink. Oh, I didn't get it quite straight, but that's okay. That's okay. It's hard on camera because you can't kind of get over top of it. So I was hoping I was straight, but I'm not quite. I'll clean this up later, but you want to keep that away from your heat gun. Now I apologize. I'm going to put the heat gun down on and heat this up. So for those of you that have the Stampin' Up! Heat gun, there's two settings. When you're doing heat embossing, you do want to put it on the second setting, which is hot. Okay, you want to keep your fingers out of the way because it does get very, very hot. So I'm going to use my pokey tool here just to hold my paper down, and I won't be able to talk probably while this is going. Oh, I just got my fish away. So you'll be able to see it once it starts to melt. I should have heated this up a little bit. There we go, it's starting. And this will heat the paper up so much that it will scorch it. So you don't want to leave it on one spot too long. You can see when your embossing powder has changed. Okay. And then I just go over it one more time for good luck. There you go. There we are. Yeah, so Sandy just said in Southern Ontario it's about -5. So we're a little bit colder than you are, Martine, but it's I'll take the sun. Sun, you can always get warm, right? You can always bundle up. All right, so that's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our scrap piece of paper, whatever I did with it. Where did I put my scrap piece of paper? This is my scrap. And we're going to stamp with our fish. Now, because we are going to be using blends to color in our trout, we do want to use Memento ink. Okay, so... Oops, I put way too much on here. I had just re-inked my, I'm just going to clean this off. I had too much ink on there in one spot. So, because we're using our alcohol blends, we do want to use the Memento ink. Okay, so I'm just going to ink this up, stamp it on scrap. Okay, and there you go. Let it dry a little bit. I'll just bring in my lovely chamois. It's seen better days, but it's still working great. Now we're gonna use our blends. All right. So the blends that I used on this one here are the following colors. I'll let you know. Again, I'm gonna post everything after. So I used the light and the dark Pool Party. I used the light Crumb Cake. I used the light Seaside Spray. And I used the light Flirty Flamingo. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Flirty Flamingo. I don't know if you've ever seen trout and trout will change colors depending on what time of the year it is. But often they have pink within their bellies. So I'm just going to add a little bit of pink, not a lot, just a little. Okay, and then I'm going to start with the light green. And a lot of times, even the brown trouts will have a lot of green and pinks in them. You can tell that I have fishermen in the house, I guess, because I know the fish colors. So we're just going to color in different areas. Nothing really, I'm going to be blending all of these colors soon, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not, putting one color in one specific area. I'm just kind of filling it in. All right, and then I'm going to go a little bit darker in some of these. I know, Sandy, I love this Best Catch. Well, I use it for my son's, my one son, actually, and my husband's birthday and Father's Day, because they are fishing addicts. They are counting the days even now for fishing season to open. Actually, pike is open right now for a couple more days. So I'm surprised actually that they're not out fishing. It is a little cold to be fishing. It's fine as long as your hands don't get wet, but something smudged there. Oh well. All right. So I'm just adding a little bit of the blue on the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to take the crumb cake and I'm going to go over the entire fish in the crumb cake. And this, and I'm blending the colors with the crumb cake. Okay, so you don't really, you see a hint of the green, you see a hint of the blue, but it's not really overpowering. Sorry about that noise. I hate the noise of this marker. All right, and there you go. Not perfect, but you know what? It works for me. What do you guys think? Look okay? Should probably put a little bit more green on that, but I think that's okay. What do you guys think? All right. Anyway, so color it to however you like, and then you take it all over to your Big Shot and you cut it out, and woo, there we go, magic. It's cut out. So you guys don't have to see me cranking the Big Shot. So now we're ready to put together the outside of the card. All right, so I just need to find where I put my glue. That might be helpful. And I got a new bottle out. There it is. It's right in front of my face. I got a new bottle out because I was at the very bottom and I figured you guys did not want to see me sitting here going like this for an hour trying to get my glue out. So I have a new bottle. Yay. All right. So as we put this together, we are at March 22nd. So that means that there is only another week or so left of celebration. So hopefully you guys have all taken advantage of celebration and gotten your free stuff. But if not, there's still stuff left, and Stamping Up on the 24th, which I believe is Tuesday, we'll be doing the final release of Celebration. Now this will not be new items. This will be items that are in the annual catalog, and they will be set to be free with a $60 purchase. So keep your eyes open for that. Check out the Stamping Up website on the 24th, and there will be new items released. So that is exciting, especially if it's something that you need, and it goes on for free. So keep your eyes open. Okay, so I could put this on here, but I found that it was having it white, it was a little bit too in your face. I'm just about to cough, so I am gonna go away from the mic for 1 second. Just 1 sec. Sorry about that. So I found it was a little bit too bright with the background and the cards. So what I did was I took the sponge brayer and the mossy meadow, got it right this time, and I brayered this. And again, the same as the foil here, you're gonna have to wipe it down because you will get ink that will stay on the embossed. Okay, so again, ink up, put it off to the side, and then just brayer on. Okay, and back. And you can just keep going until you get it the color that you want it. I don't want it really dark. I just want it so that it's not so in your face white. You could leave it white if you like it. And then to wash this, all you do is simply run it underneath the tap and it's done. Clean and ready to go as soon as it's dry. So bring out my trusty piece of paper towel again and give it a wipe down. Okay, again, you don't want that stuff on you, so wipe it off. And we're gonna pop this up with some dimensionals. I'm gonna use my take a pick tool because my nails will break. Oh, thank you for the coloring. I love coloring. I'm not very good at it, but I love it. It's very relaxing. All right. So we're gonna stick this down. I did it not quite in the middle because I wanted the fish to be more the center point. Okay, and then we're gonna take the trout and we're gonna pop the trout up. And oh, I almost need a new pack of dimensionals. I will use the outside of the hole. Let's see if I can get this off. No. My nails just are not even strong enough to take off one of these. They will peel. It's pretty sad. Oh no, I stuck it down. All right, and then we're just gonna put the fish. You don't want to cover up the words, but you just want to stick them here. And there you go. So this is a really nice masculine card that you can give to somebody just to say thanks for what they're doing. And I have a feeling that I'll be sending this to my doctor. He loves fishing. He talks about fishing all the time with my son whenever we go in. So I think this might be a good one for the doctor. And since he's going to be working extra time in this whole mess with all of his patients and other people's patients freaking out, it's nice to thank them. And then I will be making some cards for his receptionist and the nurse and the pharmacist. And who else can we thank? Grocery store people. I'm going to be making some cards for them. So lots of people that we can reach out to in this time. So I'm just stamping the sentiment here. Okay, and again, this is from the Ornate Thanks, and it says, ever so much for all you do. So the front says, just wanted to say thank you ever so much for all you do. And then we're just gonna glue. So I've already pre-cut all these pieces that I showed you before. So mossy meadow. So I'm gonna glue one of these guys down. All right. You don't need a lot of glue. I don't know if I'm on the camera, if I'm off the camera. I hope I'm not. I hope you guys can see. Okay, I'm gonna stick it here. I'm sticking it a little bit off the page, but that's okay. I will give it a trim when I'm done. So now we're gonna take the little pieces here that we cut off, and these are for the bulrushes. I gotta find my scissors. So I'm gonna just cut the end off here. Okay, I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue down here. All right, and then I'm going to take my take a pick tool. I'm going to lift this up and I am going to, well, let's see, I'm going to stick it on here and just move it with my take a pick tool. You can stick it on with your take a pick tool as well. It helps if your fingers aren't very nimble. You don't want a lot of glue on here because you don't want it to squirt out the sides. So just a tiny bit of glue and stick it down. There we go. And move it on there. So there. How cute is that? I love that little bulrush. All right, now I'm gonna figure out, actually I might as well glue these guys on while I'm doing this. while I'm in the groove. Hey Robin, how are you? How are you guys in the family? You doing well? All right, I'm sticking this down. So my husband's work has, they called today and told everyone to stay at home for 2 weeks. So so he's on holidays for 2 weeks, which is nice. So I'll have the kids home, him home, and me trying to work. How fair is that, eh? But I'd rather him be home and be safe. All right. So we're going to glue these on, and we're going to put the fish kind of swimming around. I cut out 3. We'll see if we want 3 on there. I'll put the big guy maybe hanging back here. And then there's 2 little ones. Let's see. I think we can fit 3 on here without having it too crowded, eh? What do you guys think? 3 works? All right. Put him here. And then let's get this one on. So we're going to put the glue on. I don't know if you guys can see. Sorry, I'm getting off the... too much glue. Don't do as I say. This stuff, if you put too much on, it'll squirt everywhere. All right. So we're going to layer this. I'm going to put it down probably about here. So the fish is hiding in there. And then I'll put this one on top. How does that work? Does that look good? Put them... I wish they were going in different directions. Oh, the school is going in the same way. Oh well. There we go. So then all we could do, sorry, my throat is getting all froggy on me, is just trim. So I just turned it upside down. There is glue on here, so you will have to clean your scissors after. Otherwise they'll get all gunky. And there we go. Inside is done. And all we want to do now is adhere it down. Okay. So, thank you card. So here's the masculine card. Hopefully you guys that are at, if you guys are stuck at home now with the fishies are upside down. Oops, did I put them upside down? I did put them upside down. Oh, well. That's okay. Let's just hope that they're not floating upside down. They're still swimming, so that's all good. They're all good. So hopefully with you guys at home, if you are not able to work, or if they have sent you home like my husband for 2 weeks, and you have craft supplies at home, make some thank you cards. Send them out to the community. This is the time when everything is so crazy. This is the time that we can make a difference with our stamping, and a little, like just a little card just to somebody to say thank you for all that you're doing may make their day, right? Because I cannot imagine what even the people at the grocery store having to go to work every day, scared, right? Scared that they may get sick and they may bring it home to their family. So, giving them a little thank you card, I think is something that we can do with our stamping stuff. We have so much of it. And if you're anything like me, you have a room that I've been hoarding full of stuff. So now's our time to reach out. So, as a friend of mine said, let's be the light, let's help in this scary, uncertain time. And let's hope that everyone, comes out of this okay. All right. So there you go. Masculine thank you card. Always hard to do. I mentioned at the beginning of the video, paper pumpkin. So paper pumpkin is a good way to keep your kids, at the table and crafting for a little bit to quit their boredom or to help them with their boredom. Get outside and walk, enjoy the sun, and yeah, its celebration is just about to end, so we have another week until the 31st. So take advantage of celebration. If you do, if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like to purchase anything or learn about paper pumpkin, then give me a call, email me, message me, anything like that, and I can help you out. And otherwise, get crafting and send those thank you cards out to people in your community that are going the extra mile for us when we're all ordered home. So I hope you guys have a great week. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get on midweek and do another Facebook Live. So I will post if I can. It just depends on my work schedule, my day job work schedule. I'm hoping that I will get an extra evening off this week because we've been very crazy. But things seem to be slowing down a little bit. So, and I hope you guys all stay healthy, stay happy, and I will talk either next Sunday with you or through the week. Take care. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. Bye, guys.